What's the number one mistake that business owners make in scaling their business? Today, we'll discuss these factors on how you can continue to move upwards and not having an entrepreneur roller coaster.
Welcome to Provider's Edge, the podcast that helps healthcare entrepreneurs and innovators break down barriers and control their business, life, and future with valuable action steps. With me, your host, Sabrina Runbeck, a recovered clinician and a business deal catalyst. Let's rewrite the rules and create a positive social impact while increasing your profitability.
In the healthcare tech sector, new solutions are cropping up daily. Apps promising to streamline your workflow, improve patient outcome, better engagement. And at the end of the day, even with the best solutions, the most groundbreaking ones, yet many founders hit a wall. They are unable to scale more effectively. Why is that? They are missing the mark. A crucial oversight on healthcare business development. This isn't your average market. Healthcare is complex. The rules and regulations and stakeholders makes the dynamic change even harder to break into the political dynamic of each larger organization when you're starting small. And even you are climbing that ladder, who do you really need to bring onto your board to support you? That can also be a challenge. Even if you have the entire playbook to get into this field, we also know that the wrong people in the wrong seat will never carry out the strategies that you have planned. Everything with just strategy will fall completely flat. Let's dive into the core challenge facing healthcare founders today. Number one thing is the revenue rollercoaster trap. Many healthcare technology founders experience a common scenario. You hit 2 million in revenue. Woohoo! Secure another 5 million funding. Is popping the bottle champagne time? Not so fast. This rapidly ascent often reveal a glaring weakness, a shaking internal foundation. You probably have been throwing spaghetti on the wall and see whatever hits and made it work so far. But is it the way that you're doing things, creating your business, that foundational structure going to take you into that multi-eight figure? And when you're in the multi-eight figure, you understand you have different level of challenges and problems than what you have to worry before. Building a rock solid business foundation and team is non-negotiable to achieve sustainable growth. You need healthcare veterans who understand the nuances of revenue profit models, billing intricacies, and practice management. On top of that, they should understand the market and branding languages uniquely in the healthcare space, because we cannot just randomly promise results like any other industry, such as the health coaching side. And everyone in your company should also be able to say their role or what they're contributing to the company, not just their job title, but based on the mission and vision that you're serving. They also must be working together effectively to keep up this fast-changing market need. These professionals are the driving force behind your business growth. They aren't just nice to have. They are your growth engines. Number two, the role of business development management in healthcare. A competent business development manager in healthcare is a must-have for navigating the day-to-day function of your business and help you to guide where you're headed. This role requires a unique blend of skills. Number one, industry knowledge, a thorough understanding of the healthcare industry. Where are we headed? What are the gaps and what already being solved? Number two, strategic thinking. the ability to implement strategic initiatives that align with the company's goal. Number 3, relationship building. The skills in fostering strategic relationships crucial for expansion. And number 4, revenue cycle expansion. How can they make your company even more profitable? And looking into what are the missing profit in your business that hasn't been captured. Proficiency in this area can help you to not only double down on the clients that already been a true supporter, but also understand what are the 80% of the people that you should not be engaging in. The impact of a skilled business development manager extends beyond just driving sales. They play a pivotal role in guiding the business's strategic direction and ensuring long-term success. Number 3, culture crumbs in growth spirit, the overlooked element in many scaling business. As you scale, new faces are flooding into your company. And many of my clients also have told me, oh, Sabrina, I wish I still able to know everyone's name and their role. That's just not possible. And you really don't need to use your time for those activities to actually believe that the people that you have is the right people for the right role. Yes, it is an exciting time, but be aware, your company's culture can evaporate if you're not vigilant about who to bring into the company. Many leaders are overfixed on skill set and overlooking culture alignment. I have heard week after week that people just got hired thinking that person has the ability to just jump in and get going, somehow got offended during a meeting and quit the next day. Now they're not even sure how to break the news for the second candidate on that list that they already told the job is offered to someone else and what actually happened. Or the person that you hire based on resume, they have all the bells and whistles, but they come in and just shook the whole company because they are start to poke the wrong bear and putting the wrong thing against everyone. And now you have to fire them right away. It's super costly to recruit, train, and get people get going. And therefore, taking a little bit of time to know exactly what your culture looks like, which at Post Point Pass, we use 4 essential assessments to look at not just the typical assessment that everyone uses for personality and behavior testing, but we also look into how well you're doing on your skill set. What is your communication style? How do you interpret other people's information in a group setting? And is your core value and your highest vision of purpose that's personal actually do align with the business? Why do we go through such an extent? It's because we know we needed to simply hire amazing people and not try to convert or train people to be amazing for you. Because most people cannot be trained from scratch. Just like the CEO for Southwest said, we don't just train happy people. We hire happy people to work for us so then they can perform their job and create the best customer experience. The goal is to build internal team that not only possesses the skill set that you need to function, but also embodies the right communication, interpersonal, and collaborative ability, which you have to look beyond a resume and seek out those rare gems who bring both the skill success and seamless culture fit. We do understand many companies that are already using different tools to check for communication skills or behavior skill. But if you're locking into only one test for that one set of behavior, and you often are missing out how to interact with different personalities. Because if all your salesperson are these type A, very much knowing how to ask questions and bulldog and don't stop, well, you might piss off some other people. Therefore, we have to make sure that every role is a comprehensive way and that person is being able to train and interact with different type of personality type, interpersonal type, communication style. Number 4, leadership, the backbone of successful healthcare businesses. Founders often get tunnel vision and laser focused on external wins, like fundraising and closing deals. Crucial, right? Absolutely. But neglecting internal leadership is a ticking time bomb. While outward-facing tasks like fundraising, closing deals are crucial, strong internal leadership is equally vital for streamlined operation and the thriving company culture. How do we usually do that? As we mentioned, we have these 4 critical assessments. It's not just, I'm optimizing who I am as a leader. I'm so clear about who I am and now I'm fitting into the culture. But at the same time, everyone that work with you need to have a manual, know how to support your skill set, talent, and preferences. So something that we always create is a leadership maximizer manual. And that has your boundaries, your communication style, what activate you, what deactivate you, means what light you up, what put you down. When you're in a stressful, difficult situation, how can people help you to get you out of that state so that you can be more exploratory, more activated to see potential opportunities and more resourceful to actually get past that and knowing what resource to leverage. So that's the crucial thing. It's not just for us to learn who we are, what our preferences is, our talents, and how we like to be supported, but also having that one-page manual for other people to support us. And based on all the assessment, then you have a more comprehensive way to hand it off to your co-founders and the rest of your admin team. Leadership is vital to streamline operation and a thriving company culture. So strong delegation and empowered team leaders aren't just a luxury, they're a necessity for smoothing scaling. Investing in existing personnel and leadership coaching is also essential. We build retreats where we take a whole leadership team to a island, a beach that are set to allow you to decompress. What we say is slow down to speed up. Now you're in an immersive environment, totally unplugged, not having distractions. And then we can actually focusing on how you are growing, building in order to help you to become more resilient. And what does that mean? More space, more health, and more livelihood as you're pushing this big mission forward. So it's about building a structure where every voice matters. You and your team need to be able to have more space to become innovative, creative, to have more health to keep going further, and to have livelihood so you can become more internally motivated. Therefore, consider bringing on a talent optimizer director alongside with your business development manager. This approach ensures a balance between driving business growth and nurturing internal talent. This ecosystem that you are able to create ensures top talents doesn't just survive, they will thrive in your company and want to continue to stay and help you to move your vision forward. Let's talk about the 6 key strategies for you to grow your healthcare business. Number 1 is leverage data and analytics. We all know it's not just what do you think is good, it's actually look into market researches, what your competitors are doing. If you're publishing content, have you done your SEO report and studied against your competitors? Or if you are start to producing product services that it exist in the market, how you are uniquely positioning yourself, that also need to be done by doing researches to see what has been created and not just by a few people's conversation to say this is unique. Number 2, focus on digital marketing. Just about everyone is online, even you don't believe they are. Therefore, a strong online presence is a must for your healthcare business. Implementing engaging digital health marketing strategy to reach and engage with your target audience so you can create that raving fan that continue to support you, becoming a client and refer your business to other people. Number 3, create the best business model for profitability and impact. Effective revenue cycle management and business model will be the crucial foundation that you bring in more investors. Because when people are doing due diligence like we do for our investor partners, we're not just looking into numbers that you have done for tractions in the past year, but we also look into what we mentioned earlier, the culture, social, and human side of your business. So how do we ensure that even though you have financial back and you have this perfect plan, that the right people can actually make things happen for your business? Number 4, develop a strategic partnership. In many researches across from Harvard to Wharton, that referred partners bring in clients that convert 3 to 4 times higher than any marketing strategy. Therefore, creating alliances with other healthcare organizations or people who are also business consultants, strategists that are working in different arenas, but perhaps are able to tap into the people that you need to speak to, is a must in helping you to create an ecosystem that expand your reach. Number 5, prioritize compliance. No one likes to dig into the legal side. However, there are so many policy changes coming out left and right. You must have a good healthcare legal team to ensure that everything that you do, from FDA approval, clinical trials, or even you don't need those things, you are more of an education-based product, then the way that you market yourself, the languages still need to be compliant. So stay ahead of the regulatory changes. You're so busy at selling that next big deal and closing the deal, making sure you have someone in the field of legal domain to read up on those things and help you navigate the changes. And you can also ensure what you are creating is be able to perhaps help push forward these advocacy elements that can support many other people. Number 6, invest in continued learning. Encouraging team members to pursue relevant certifications or advanced degrees, such as a bachelor degree in or master degree in healthcare management or MBA within the healthcare focus. For those who do not want to have an extensive degree, then you can also find out the right business consultants to help you solve a specific domain problem. In Postpoint Path, we like to have multiple different consultants under our umbrella, so then we can help you navigate to say, where do you truly need help? Sometimes where you think you need help is actually 3 steps ahead of where you need to be. So we needed to direct the right time frame and right steps, so you are not thinking that you're spending all this money, but you have to go back to square one. So we want to make sure that everyone who's in the scaling state is actually on the right path and not feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm stalling, or yes, that we're running. However, when you run to the next station, perhaps that train already passed and you really should be taking a later train and doing that time while you're waiting, where we're seeing the up down value. When you're down in the lower value, you needed to take off projection again. Then it's the time to regroup and reassess what's the best strategy going forward. Number 7, the crucial thing about standing out is telling your story impactfully. Storytelling is always a great way to connect with others, and it's a powerful tool for business development. These narratives showcase how your solutions have improved patient outcomes, streamlined operations, or reduced costs within the healthcare space. They also serve as a compelling evidence that your solution actually are working and it's worthwhile for people to spend time and money to learn about it, implement it, and work with you. Number 8, funding program for your next big thing. Now, many people have told me, Sabrina, we're on a good trajectory. We have clients coming in every day, but I'm at a point I need more funding to even just hire the people to push out the program. Is that one of your struggles too? And it's a good place to be. It's exciting that you have clients coming in, but now it's how do you fulfill the promises that you have made? And because if you couldn't fulfill them, especially in the right time frame, that kills the deal and damages your reputation. Especially you work so hard to capture some of the bigger fishes. So understanding and leveraging various funding programs is crucial for healthcare technology companies. There are some alternative apps that came out about grant funding or pooling multiple angel investors and help you to sort through the right venture capitalists who are actually narrowed down in specific areas to invest, or they're so wide, they simply care about you as an individual founder, your vision, who you are, and the big vision behind it, and how you are interact. How will you build within your team and the solution is already making impact. So be prepared to be able to have all the areas for assessment. Number 9, building a strong team. Beyond the business development manager, while a business development manager is a crucial person to have on your team, it's crucial a well-rounded experts, especially if you can fulfill your entire board advisor, is a must. Just because one person that you hire for your business development have built multiple businesses, have experience in thinking about marketing, branding, all the way to business structure, they are probably not having 10 years in marketing, in 10 years in legal, 10 years in financial as CFOs. So understanding what is the actual background and be able to find other experts to be able to work collaboratively and not hire the person who say, I can do everything. That is not a good find. Especially one of the mistakes that many people make is having people that come in with alkali, but they're so entitled. And when people are entitled, they're damaging morals and not a good person to work with. Therefore, consider roles of your business development, your strategic partnership expert, your marketing specialist, your sales team expert, your culture talent expert, and your tech efficiency expert, your operations director, and of course, your legal and financial director. As we conclude, here are 3 major things that you wanted to take away as a healthcare tech trailblazers. Number 1, build a solid foundation. They are going to be your backbone, a robust internal system before chasing aggressive growth. Because what we don't want is you barely have a shell. And for example, most people I ask, what is your brand guide? Which means it's not just your logo, your color, and your font. We actually wanted to say, what is the message? What is the big things? What's the big fight you're fighting for? What's the writing style? How do we represent you? How is the entire company can talk about you and just know? What's that value proposition? And what's the specific research you've done on the target audience you have? What are all their problems, their goals, and the mistakes they made, the myth they have heard? That need to be done. And most people, even in business for many years, do not have that whole document written out. And then you wonder why you can be writing blogs, posting, and meeting bunch of people in events and every single conversation is different and people don't really know who you are. And then just like, sounds good, but don't really become a strategic partner with you or become a client. Number 2, culture is king. Nurture your company's culture. Doing the specific assessments as we talked about earlier to know exactly what is the value that each person bring in and what is the core value of the company so people can actually be able to assess, reflect on those values and to keep them all internally motivated as they go forward. Number 3, leadership matters. Not only you need to invest to build and grow and optimize your leaders, but also how to create those leadership manual, the maximizer manual for the rest of the team. So the team can leverage the skill set of the leaders and support leaders in the best way so they do not burn out. We've seen too many times that some of the executive CEOs that has really hit a wall, they really couldn't handle anymore. And when they left, the whole company crumbled. We do not want to see that happening in your business. Now, if you're ready to leap ahead and pack in healthcare tech and be able to truly move forward and not doing the roller coaster of, let me just get a little bit of funding, get going. And then how do you spend the money the most effective way? Because money can be burned really quickly. It's time to rethink your approach to business development. Focus on building a powerhouse internal team, fostering a vibrant culture, and cultivating strong leadership team. That's how you'll not just survive, but thrive in this dynamic landscape. Don't let hidden growth hurdles derail you from your true vision within the innovative space of healthcare, and take action now. Elevate your internal structure, reassess your hiring process, and prioritize your current leadership and knowing what gaps you need to fill to have a complete integrated board advisor. And even you're not there to be able to afford, especially when multiple 7-figure companies have a small budget on that side, then book a call with us at postpointpath.com/chat. And let's see if our integrated board advisors can truly be your front-end outsource support. So you don't have to worry about what is next or searching to say, is the next question, is the direction you're going, is the right thing? All right. Your future success depends on you. However, you know, everybody is here to help. You just have to find the right people to truly believe in your vision, your mission, and has the right skill set and communication, influential skills to help you move everybody forward within your company. And wherever you're listening to this podcast, make a screenshot or comment below. We would love to hear your insights on how are you building your true culture and how have the culture that you build has been supporting you. What's been some of the biggest struggle to keep that culture moving forward as you quickly scaling your team.
Thank you for tuning in to Provider's Edge podcast. We hope you enjoy our latest episode and found the insights and tips helpful. We'd love to hear your feedback on the show and learn what topics you'd like us to cover in the future. So please take a moment to leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform and let us know what you think. Your feedback is essential to help us improve the show and provide you with the content you need to take your healthcare business to the next level. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.